Hey, what is up guys, I'm KBHD here, and I'm out here at CES 2017, and I guess Mercedes saw what I was doing with all the other car videos with Tesla, so they invited me out to the desert to take a look at the way they're attacking self-driving. So obviously a lot of people know about Tesla and their self-driving capabilities. It's practically what they're most known for, but a lot of people forget or don't even realize a lot of other car manufacturers are working on the same thing in their own way. So you're probably already familiar with Mercedes and their great reputation for, quality and luxury and their interiors. You've seen them before, but what they did here is they took a production E-Class that you've already seen, it's on the road, but they outfitted and upgraded the interior with additional features, and there's other sensors for what they call Drive Pilot. So that's coming in S-Class later in 2017, so this isn't even out yet. So yeah, the car you're looking at is a bit of a Frankenstein mobile with a black box in the trunk. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but hey, it's a demo of the self-driving tech, and that's what they're working on. They're gonna be putting it in cars pretty soon. So you can see where they've put the sensors. They have the dual camera system all the way up at the front, just like the Tesla. It's reading street signs and speed limits and things like that. And then there's also radar firing from behind bumpers on both the left and right hand side to see around the car and what's near you on the road. And even a forward-facing radar to bounce off the car in front of you. That's coming from literally behind the Mercedes logo. So I got a little demo walkthrough from the Mercedes guys. As they went through it, basically they showed me all the features and walked me through it, and I was comparing it in my mind to the way Tesla does it. And then I was able to get in the driver's seat myself and check it out. And I basically found, I'd say, two main differences versus the Tesla Autopilot. So the biggest difference is basically they're not using just the sensors and the cameras in the car for autonomous driving like Tesla does. They're actually adding map data from a company called Here Maps as well to augment that. So it's not just the sensors and the cameras, it's the sensors and the cameras and maps. So basically in regular driving in normal roads, that doesn't matter too much, but it does add the ability to make a turn by itself when it's on the map. So for example, if I'm on a road and the car is self-driving and my turn is coming up, a couple hundred yards before my turn, I'll put the blinker on. So the car keeps driving, but when I do that, it checks the map to see when the next turn is. When you get close to it, it'll slow you down automatically, make the turn for you, and then accelerate back up to the speed limit. So that was pretty cool to see in action. And then the other thing is, Tesla Model S is already level 2 self-driving. So lane assist and adaptive cruise control combine. But they're a little more lax about keeping your hands on the wheel. Like I'm used to it reminding me maybe every 30 seconds or so, depending on the roads, to get your hands back on the wheel, pay attention, just touch it to confirm you're still here. But that makes sense in a level 2 system. The Mercedes system, Drive Pilot, is a little more about like keeping your hands on the wheel to be ready to take control back, even when the car is still doing the steering. So they put all the controls on the steering wheel itself instead of on a separate stalk. So you can control everything about the self-driving and the speed control and navigation, everything without taking your hands off the wheel. And the system also asks you to confirm you're paying attention maybe every 10 seconds or so, it felt like, which could feel kind of annoying if you're feeling lazy, but they kept it easier with this little touchpad on either side of the steering wheel. So you just basically touch it to confirm you're paying attention. So you don't really have to grip the steering wheel like you do in the Tesla. You just touch either side of the steering wheel on the little pad and the warning on the dashboard goes away. But that's the main difference. That's what differentiates it from what I've used. It doesn't take me that long to get used to it. I got comfortable pretty quick, and I trusted it on these roads. I mean, obviously I've used a car with autopilot before, so it wasn't that crazy, but the handling of turns was a nice little additional feature to have thanks to the map data. The hard part though is GPS isn't perfect. Like maps aren't even perfect. We all know, we've all seen Apple Maps. I even tried putting the blinker on near the end of my drive to make a right-hand turn, but that road actually wasn't on the map, so it just left the right blinker on and kept going. It wasn't gonna slow down, so I ended up having to take control, hit the brake, and make the turn myself. So it doesn't seem like a big deal, it's the little things. You can still do that. It's clearly still evolving. It's level 2, not level 5. But the question I have is, will people trust it? Like, would you trust it? Obviously, tech enthusiasts like me who trust computers are totally fine with it, but let me know what you think. What do you think of self-driving? Thanks for watching this one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.